Hey, this is Ramon, channel is Alfsvoid. This is going to be a recommendations video. I'm going to be doing recommendations for YouTubers who are Christian, atheist, and then general topic. Please like and subscribe. Please comment down below. And yes, this is a filler episode. So, hashtag content for me. I'm now in the game. Truth is, I started a new job this week. And yes, I'm still looking for more work. If anyone's interested in consultant work or a personal trainer, feel free to hire me. But it means I have a little less time for my normal content. Don't worry, the Quran study's still coming, guys. I know you guys are interested in that. But this is recommendations. YouTubers. Because my tastes have changed since the last time I did something like this, which I think was about 2 years ago. So first, I'm going to break it down into 3 sections: Christian, atheist, and general content. The Christian YouTube channels that I would recommend is Catholic Answers. Anyone who wants to know what the Catholic Church actually teaches, or what at least the Catechism, or what the popular apologists, our strongest voices in the Catholic community, think, Catholic Answers is the primary source to go to on YouTube or even the internet to find that out, outside of just going to the Vatican website. The next one that I would recommend is Religion for Breakfast. Now, this is not a Christian or Catholic focused channel, but it has a lot of good, solid biblical history tied into the archaeology and ancient manuscripts of religion. So this is going to be fact and science-based, not theological based, which I highly recommend for people who are interested in learning more about religion. The next one that I would recommend is Lizziesanswers. That great philosophical, theological resource. I would call her the theologian of the day. I'm just kidding. She doesn't like those kind of titles. But she honestly does a lot of really good research, and she's really cool to listen to. And outside of her own personal foibles, her energy inside her presentation is very enjoyable. So if you want to learn more about religion just in general, right now she's a Catholic, she's a Protestant, but her views are very tied into liberal theology. So I recommend listening to her just to see a different perspective on religion and Christianity and Catholicism than my own. Ancient Faith Ministries, if you're interested in the Orthodox faith, I highly recommend that channel. It is very good. And lastly, for the Christian section of this recommendation, I recommend the 10-Minute Bible Hour. I don't know who the guy's name is. I think it's Matt. I don't know. Really good stuff. Solid theology, solid understanding of the Bible, good biblical theory all the way through. He does let some of his own personal religious views bleed through, but for the most part, you're getting solid, unbiased biblical understanding, which is good to see. It's just good to see. Honestly, it's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to copy his channel, but I found his channel because of some of my videos. His videos started popping up under mine on the recommendations. And it's exactly what I'm trying to do on my own, except his presentation style is much better than mine. So, what about the atheist? What atheist do I recommend? I recommend Unrealist. He's great. He's really good. He's really fun. He's really entertaining. And right now he's more political. PSA Sitch is just fun. You'll love his animation. A little bit heavier in the Jordan Peterson content. Again, this is the atheist side of things, but they're interested in SJW and anti-SJW culture, and they're interested in religious and anti-religious culture, which is exactly where Jordan Peterson is playing ball right now. Then we get Badtempered Badger. He's been on my channel a few times. I've been on his channel a few times. Just the other night, he was on a atheist webcast where he was with a group of guys, and he did pretty good until he fell asleep halfway through. Outside of that, I do recommend his channel, especially if you want to hear an atheist point of view. And just like all the atheists, he does come down a little hard on Christianity, but he's been expanding his point of view and expanding to more religions than just Christianity. Then I'm going to recommend someone who I actually didn't recommend last time I made a video like this, and that's Logicked. Now, the truth is, I didn't used to like his humor. For a long time, I found it insulting and a little vicious. But lately, his stuff has gotten much better, and his content has gotten smoother, and his viciousness has been pulled back a little bit. But I'm going to say this. If he's appealing to me, a Catholic and a Christian and a theist and a philosopher, then he's probably not appealing to his core audience. So he might want to get a little meaner, which means I would not be listening to his stuff as often, but you guys probably would. But that being said, anyone who's Christian or Catholic and hasn't watched Logicked in a long time because of how vicious he used to be. He's toned that down, and his critiques have become better informed, and his delivery style has become smoother. Unlike one who I would not recommend, which is the kangaroo. He's kind of where Logicked used to be a few years ago when I didn't like his channel as much. But anyway, then I'm going to recommend Armored Skeptic, who has slowly been falling out of the Skeptic community, which is weird. But outside of that, his stuff is really good. His production's really good, and he's really interesting. I'm also going to add in a bonus here, Shoe on Head. You like beautiful women who happen to talk a lot of smack? She's the way to go. All right, now for general YouTube content, I recommend Comicpop, good for comic books. Brie Kelly, right now her channel is kind of got into a situation, so I recommend her alternate channel, which is InkedandIvory. It's good stuff. She talks paranormal stuff. She talks tattoos. It's all fun. I'm going to recommend Alfsvoid, which is the other major YouTuber who's doing Stoicism. I do recommend her. Her style is a little slower than mine. She has that same kind of cadence that all of us philosophers have, that a lot of you guys find boring. But her stories are slightly more interesting. But that being said, there is another channel that's not on here that concentrates mostly on Kierkegaard, which is also really good, and they also do Stoicism. But that channel, even though they have much higher production values than either of our channels, they don't have as big of an audience. And they even have a staff that works with them, and they still don't have a good audience. So go find them out. I don't know what their name is right now. The next one that I'm going to recommend for general is Katytastic. She used to do book reviews. Now she's doing writing. I found her when she was doing writing a long time ago on her channel. I find it inspirational to see a fellow writer who's also slightly struggling but also being successful inside pursuits. It's if you're a writer and you want to feel like you're part of the writing community without having to overcommit to conversation, watch her channel. It helps. The next one that I would recommend is Laowei86, and anyone else who's dating a Chinese woman, you'll know why I'm saying to watch this one. It helps to see that you're not the only one in the situations are dealing with the same things. And the last one that I will recommend for this recommendation video is Emzontic. Emzontic is amazing. She's Katytastic, but instead of books, it's animals. And she does a great job teaching you about animals and introducing you to the exotic wildlife. Originally she was, I believe, in Britain or somewhere in England, and now she's in New Jersey. But apparently there's still wildlife in New Jersey. So anyway, those are my recommendations. Hope you all have a great day. This is going to take a little bit of editing. I was hoping not to have to edit anything. Peace, like, and subscribe. Talk to you all later.